What's up everyone, and welcome to this new segment on this channel. I've been wanting to do this for a very long time now, and I've been saying it for over a year. Don't know what I'm calling it yet. All I know is these videos will be coming every Friday, and they will be to do with the photo, video world, tech world, whatever you want to call it. So if you've got any cool names for it, let me know below. For this very first episode, I'm going to be addressing one of the biggest questions I get every single week, and that is what equipment I use to film vlogs. So today I'm going to jump into all the equipment that I use for my personal vlogging. I'm not saying this is the best equipment out there for vlogging, but this is just the equipment setup that I use and keep on me to create a vlog. By the way, for those of you wondering, this isn't going to be the equipment that I use for my photography. The equipment I use for my photography is completely different, and I'll do that in another episode of this. Today's more about just what I use for vlogging. Alright, to kick things off, we're going to start with obviously my main camera. And this camera is the Canon 6D Mark II. Bit of disclosure, before I got into YouTube or doing any video, I've been a Nikon shooter for my whole life. I've had nothing but Nikon cameras for the last 10 years of photography. None of my Nikon cameras that I had were really made for video content, or especially vlogging content. Really big things that I found I needed out of them that they didn't have was one, autofocus. Having the camera continue to autofocus wherever you are, that was a big thing, because in vlogging you are always on the move, and obviously you want that focus to continuously be held on you. So, and a big reason for me buying this camera specifically as well was the flip screen. There's nothing worse than when you're vlogging not knowing if you're in camera or if the camera is actually recording to start with. Nothing worse to do a whole scene and then realize the camera wasn't recording. Just having that screen there in the corner of your eye to continuously see what you're doing, I think is a huge help in vlogging. Moving on to lenses. I typically only really use one lens on this camera for my vlogging, and that is the Canon 24-70. This is only an f4 lens. You can go up to the 2.8 lenses and stuff, but they definitely jump up in price. I think I only paid about 500 bucks for this lens secondhand on Marketplace, and it was in perfect condition when I got it too. So not a crazy expensive lens. Worked for me absolutely perfectly for everything that I film. I know a lot of vloggers out there tend to use a 16 to 35mm lens, which is even wider again. And if you're not buying a full frame camera, and you're getting the crop sensor instead, I would probably recommend going to a bit wider lens of a 16mm or something like that. Simply because if you are on a crop sensor camera, you aren't going to get the full 24mm frame in your shot. For a full frame camera, a 24-70 lens has worked perfectly for me. It's got that bit wider view at 24mm, and then you've got a decent little zoom up to 70mm. Obviously being f4, it might not be as good in low light situations, so if you're trying to film overnight and stuff, but that's where you can start to bring in some other things for lighting and stuff, which we will talk about on this channel as well. Alright, now that we've got the camera and the lens, now it is time to crisp up that audio. This is the main vlogging microphone that I use, called the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus, I think. It's a very long name. What I absolutely love about this mic is it does not run on AA batteries. It is a built-in, well, it's not built-in, it's a lithium ion battery. I may as well call it built-in because I've never had the need to take this battery out. It amazes me how little or how rarely I have to charge this microphone. I literally probably only charge it about once a month. And I basically put it down to the fact that this microphone automatically turns off anytime your camera is turned off, or it goes into sleep mode anytime that you're not filming as well. So as you can see, it's currently turned off. All you have to do is turn the camera on, and you can see that the microphone just turns on with the camera. Turn the camera off, microphone turns off. So this camera is pretty much the bulk of everything you ever see on my vlogs. That's my main vlogging setup. As for the few non-so essential items that I have and I use for my vlogs, but you don't really need, I use a GoPro Hero 8. I use this camera a lot if I'm trying to film something quickly in the car, or if I'm getting a driving shot, I can sit this on the dash and it just films out the front window. Anything underwater, which I haven't done too much underwater stuff yet. This thing you could actually use to create a vlog. The audio on these things now are amazing for what it is. Next up on my list of non-essential but cool items to have is a drone. Who doesn't love a good drone shot? I use the DJI Mavic Air drone. Once again, this drone is more on the midway point of when it comes to pricing for a drone. There are better quality drones out there. There's definitely worse quality drones out there. But this drone, if you're simply using it for vlogs and not really doing professional commercial work, it's literally almost the same size as my hand. And I've got pretty small hands, so it's small, alright? Last but not least, an iPhone. Don't underestimate how handy your iPhone or Android if you're an Android user, but this thing is always in your pocket. So for any of those moments that you don't have your big camera on, or you don't have time to set up for something, or you just want to be a little more discreet and not be in the middle of a shop with a massive setup. My first probably 3 to 5 vlogs were pretty much all filmed on an iPhone, and that was an iPhone 6 as well. No, I'm not going to say that those vlogs were amazing quality and stuff, but my point is, if you're wanting to start vlogging and you don't have anything, you can still film an entire vlog out of your iPhone and still get a decent end product. If you're looking to start, why don't you challenge yourself and get out there with your phone right after this video and see if you can just get out and film a 1-minute vlog for yourself. You don't even have to post it, just do it for yourself. Anyway, that's going to be it for this very first episode of, I don't know what it's called yet on this channel. Let me know what you thought of this video down below. If you have any requests of what you want to learn, you can chuck them below as well. These videos will be coming every Friday. Wednesdays is going to be normal vlog day. So until then, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.